Well, it's May, and hey, my birthday is tomorrow. That's May 8th for all of you watching after the debut. So I'm dedicating the month to covering series I quite enjoy, be it past or current. Also to combat burnout. But anyway, I'm going to start this month off with After School Dice Club. And you may say, Freshie, are you serious? Are you really going to dedicate an entire episode to Gals Being Pals Board Game Edition? First off, yeah, I am. Second, I will admit to being a bit biased on this, as I quite enjoy tabletop gaming, be it Dungeons & Dragons or games like Villainous or Diplomacy, but I do think After School Dice Club has qualities that push it beyond just being Gals Being Pals Board Game Edition. But I'm getting ahead of myself. What is the core concept of the series? Essentially, it's a coming-of-age story for our three protagonists, Miki, Aya, and Midori. Three girls brought together through tabletop gaming. So, a lot of the episodes surround one of the three girls or a member of the supporting cast going through a social issue attached to growing up. And through playing board games, they help deal with the issue at hand. While admittedly a little contrived, the series knows it can't cure cancer, and deals mainly with minor issues like being able to work with others, showing empathy, and being confident in your decisions. Not to say that the series won't tackle bigger issues, but they spend time working toward those issues as the series progresses, be it Miki's lack of confidence or Midori's perfectionist attitude. But speaking of Midori, her plotline deserves looking at, as it illustrates the advantage of the topic, as Midori wants to become a board game designer and she's working on her own game. And we see her working on this game in several of the episodes, with each one sort of showing a different part of making a game, understanding ideas of how we play, the importance of playtesting, and how a simple shift of focus can change how your game plays. Also figuring out what you're trying to emulate in your game. Again, pretty sure very few of you understood that gibberish, but as someone who digs the idea of game design, I quite enjoy this plotline, as it accurately shows the effort and difficulty in making games, as well as effectively tell a story and develop Midori's character. The topic is handled effectively and it doesn't impede the story, but adds something that fans of the topic will enjoy and help enhance the story. But tying games to the storyline rewards people who enjoy the game design or tabletop gaming. Again, it may be a bit niche, but I feel a lot of enthusiasm from the original author and an artist, as every game they show besides Midori's game is an actual tabletop game that you can buy right now. That's something that a fan of these kinds of games can enjoy. As I'm like, oh cool, they're playing that, or oh man, that's Dominion in the background. That'd be super cool if they did an episode around that. Also, the series has an underlying message that games are worth celebrating and are more important than you think. Yes, I understand what the bias is, stop asking. But the series put a lot of effort into showing off the topic and I can feel the enthusiasm and genuine passion, and that goes a long way. Maybe it'll be enough to get you into the topic, and I would suggest giving it a try, but hey. And the last thing to talk about is whether the series concludes satisfyingly. I think it does, as the conclusion of the main story is tied with Miki's story about gaining confidence, something that's been developing throughout the entire series from episode 1. There's several episodes showing her progression as she moves from zero confidence to developing a group that she can be confident with. But at the threat of that group splitting up as they focus on their career goals and education, Miki has to pull all the lessons she's been taught into actual growth of her character for a satisfactory conclusion. So while you could say I'm more predisposed to liking Gals Being Pals Board Game Edition, I do think the base coming-of-age story is still solid, and I'm sure people can see themselves in one of these three girls. Plus, the chemistry between the cast is pretty fun, and I think it adds to the reasons why you should watch the series. So if you have any passing interest in tabletop games, or if you enjoy Gals Being Pals, you should check out this series. But if you can't stand the hobby, you won't enjoy your time, but that's kind of obvious.